Good afternoon, students. This is your mathematics section for grade 7th. Our chapter name is integers. Under the integers, already we have learnt addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Do you all remember? Addition of integers, subtraction of integers, and division of integers. Multiplication of integers. These three topics already we have learned. Today we are going to discuss about the topic division of integers. Okay, division of integers. Before getting into the topic, we have some rules. So we have some rules under division. Before that, already we have learned one thing in the multiplication. Say this: when you're multiplying two negative numbers, what is the answer? That is minus into minus. That is two unlike sign. What is the final product? You will be getting the answer in as positive product. Yes, when you are multiplying two like signs, finally our product is positive product. Positive means plus sign. Okay, positive product. When you are multiplying two unlike signs, that is minus into plus. What is your product? Minus into plus or plus into minus? When you are multiplying two unlike sign, what is your product? Positive product or negative product? Yes, very good. It is a negative product. Negative product means number with the sign minus is called negative product. Okay, don't forget this rule. We are going to follow the same rule in the division. Okay, we are going to follow the same rule in the division. When you are multiplying two like signs, that is minus into minus or plus into plus, so finally our product is positive product. Okay, finally our product is positive product. When you are multiplying two unlike sign, that is minus into plus or plus into minus, finally our product is negative products. Okay, don't forget this. Okay, we can see the rules under division. When we divide a negative integer by a positive integer or a positive integer by a negative integer, the final answer is negative. When we divide a negative integer by a positive integer or a positive integer by a negative integer, the final answer is negative. We can see one example. Minus 8 divided by 2. Minus 8 divided by 2. So we can write it as minus 8 by 2, right? This is a division symbol, right? This is division. Minus 8 by 2. First we must multiply this 8 by 2. When you are dividing this 8 by 2, what is the answer? When you will be dividing this 8 by 2, what is the answer? Directly we can divide, no? 1, 2 is 2. How many times 8? 1, 2 is 2. 2 2s are 4. 3 2s are 6. And 4 2s are 8. Just cut and write 4. Okay. 4 2s are 8. So, keep the minus sign as it is. Minus 4 by 1. What is minus 4 by 1? Minus 4 by 1 is minus 4. So, this is the answer. When you are dividing negative integer by a positive integer. When you are dividing negative integer by a positive integer, so our answer is negative. Do you all understand? When you are dividing negative integer by a positive integer, the final answer is negative. This is the first rule. Okay, see one more example. That is 6 divided by minus 2. 6 divided by minus 2. So, is equal to 6 divided by minus 2. First, divide the numbers. 1 2 is 2, 2 2s are 4, 3 2s are 6. So, cut and write 3. So, 3 by minus 1. What is the rule? When you are dividing positive integer by a negative integer, the final answer is negative. Okay, the final answer is negative. When you are dividing the positive integer by a negative integer, means the final answer is also negative. So, minus 3. So, our answer is minus 3. We can take this like also. Minus, what is the sign for 1? What is the sign for 1? The sign for 1 is plus. What is minus into plus? What we have learned, minus into plus is minus. So our answer is minus. Here plus into minus is plus into minus is minus. So our answer is minus 3. Okay, when you are dividing negative integer by a positive integer means the final answer is negative. When you are dividing a positive integer by a negative integer is the final answer will also negative. Okay, don't forget this rule. This is one of the important rule. Okay, now our second rule is when we divide a positive integer by a positive integer or a negative integer by a negative integer, the final answer is positive. Okay, when you are dividing a positive integer by a positive integer or negative integer by a negative integer, the final answer is positive. Okay, that is unlike signs. Two, when you are dividing the two, when you are dividing two unlike like signs, we'll be getting the answer in as positive. Okay, this condition already we have learned in multiplication. When you are multiplying two like signs, the final answer is positive. When you are multiplying two unlike signs, the final answer is negative. The same rule we are following here. When you are dividing a positive integer by a positive integer or a negative integer by a negative integer, the final answer is positive. Okay, we can see one example. Minus 10 divided by minus 5. Minus 10 divided by minus 5. We can write it as minus 10 divided by minus 5. First divide both the numbers. Okay, first divide both the numbers. It is a single digit number. We can directly we can divide. So 1 5 is 5. 2 5s are 10. Okay, 1 5 is 5. 2 5s are 10. So 2. Okay, what is the sign da? Here both the numbers are having negative sign. What the rule? When we divide a negative integer by a negative integer, the final answer is positive. Both are negative integers. When you are dividing the negative integers, what is the answer? The answer will be positive. So plus 2. Both the numbers are having negative integers, so final answer is positive, plus 2. Okay, understand? Don't forget this very important rule. When we dividing a negative integer by a negative integer, the final answer is positive. Okay, one more example. 9 divided by 3. 9 divided by 3. 9 by 3. If the numbers are not having any sign means consider it as plus sign. Okay, so it is plus 9 plus 3. Both the numbers are having same sign, that is positive integer. Both are positive integer. When we divide a positive integer by a positive integer, finally our answer is positive. So 1 3 is 3. 3 3s are 9. So our answer is plus 3. So our answer is plus 3. Do you all understand? When we are dividing a positive integer by a positive integer or a negative integer by a negative integer, the final answer is positive. What is the first rule? When you are dividing a negative integer by a positive integer or a positive integer by a negative integer, the final answer is negative. That is, when you are dividing two unlike signs, the final answer is negative. When you are dividing two like signs, the final answer is positive. This is our rule. Understand? Okay, let's move on to the problems. Example 12, it is in page number 15. Example 12, page number 15. Our first question is divide minus 10 by 5. Divide minus 10 by 5. So, minus 10 divided by 5. Minus 10 divided by 5. So, we can write as minus 10 divided by 5. Okay, first divide the numbers. Okay, what's the number? 10 and 5. So 1 5 is 5. 2 5s are 10. Yes, very good. 2 5s are 10. Our now answer is 2. Here see, the number is negative integer and positive integer. When you are dividing the negative integer by a positive integer, the final answer is positive or negative. When you are dividing the negative integer by a positive integer, the final answer is, what is the first rule? The final answer is negative. Okay, when you are dividing the negative integer by a positive integer, the final answer is negative. So our answer is minus 2. This is our answer. Okay, do you all understand? When you are dividing the negative integer by a positive integer, the final answer is negative. Understand? Answer. minus 2. Okay, answer is minus 2. Next question, example 13, divide minus 150, that is minus 150 by minus 3. Minus 150 by minus 3. Solution. So minus 150 divided by minus 3. Minus 150 divided by minus 3. So we can write it as minus 150, that is minus 150 divided by minus 3. Minus 150 divided by minus 3. First divide the numbers. So 150 divided by 3. 150 divided by 3. 1 3 is 3, 2 3s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 4 3s are 12, and 5 3s are 15. Okay, so 5 3s are 15. 0. Again remaining one 0 is there. So put this number to the numerator. So our answer is 50. Our answer is 50. What is the sign we need to put here? What is the sign we need to put here? We are dividing a negative integer by a negative integer. When we are dividing a negative integer by a negative integer, so our final answer is positive or negative? Final answer is positive or negative. When you are dividing negative integer by a when you are dividing negative integer by a negative integer, what is the answer? The final answer is positive. So our answer is plus 50. Okay, both the numbers are having same sign. Okay, when you are dividing the unlike signs, the final answer is positive. Okay, in the last question, here we have divided a negative integer by a positive integer, so our answer is negative. Here we are dividing a negative integer by a negative integer. Both the numbers are having same sign, so our answer is plus 50. So answer is equal to plus 50. Do you all understand? Do you all understand the concept? Yes. Okay, students, let us learn the properties of division under integers. Okay, properties of division under integers. Properties of division. Under the properties of division, the first property is closure property. Okay, the first property is closure property. You are all familiar with the closure property, right? Already we have learned in properties of addition, properties of subtraction, and properties of multiplication. Again, we are going to learn the properties of division by using the division rules. Okay, so our property for closure property, how many integers will be taking? You will be take how many integers? Will be taking 2 integers. So if a comma b be any 2 integers, if a comma b be any 2 integers, then a divided by b is not an integer. Then a divided b is not an integer. Listen carefully. If a comma b be any 2 integer, then a divided by b is not an integer. This is our first property, that is closure property. If a comma b be any 2 integers, then a divided by b is not an integer. We can see one example. Example, value for a is minus 5, value for b is 10. Okay, substitute here, that is a divided by b. So what is the value for a? Minus 5 divided by 10. We can write it as minus 5 by 10, right? Minus 5 by 10. This is minus 5. Okay, minus 5 by 10. Can you able to divide 5 in 10 table? Can you able to divide 5 in 10 table? Can you able to divide? Can you able to divide? No, we can't able to divide 5 in 10 table. So whether it is an integer or not, it is not an integer. What is this? What is this? What is this? This is a fraction. This is not an integer. It is a fraction. Okay, this is not an integer. This is a fraction. So a divided by b is not an integer. So closure property is not true under division. Closure property is not true under division. Is not an fraction. Sorry, is not an integer. If a comma b be any 2 integer, then a divided b is not an integer. So we have seen by one example. A is equal to minus 5, value for B is equal to 10. So A divided by B, that is minus 5 divided by 10. So minus 5 divided by 10, we can't able to divide 5 in 10 table. This is not an integer, it is a fraction. Okay, it is not an integer. So one more example. A is equal to 4, value for B is equal to 2. So A divided by B, that is 4 divided by 2. So 4 by 2. What is 4 by 2? Can you able to divide? Can you able to divide? Yes, we can able to divide. 1, 2 is 2, 2 2s are 4. Here it is an integer. For some numbers we can get an integer. For we can't able to get for all the numbers. For some numbers we can get an integer. For some numbers we can't able to get an integer. So closure property is not true under division. If we want to get true, means we need to this condition must satisfied for all the numbers. For the here division, it is satisfied for some numbers, not satisfied for some numbers. So closure property is not true under division. So finally you need to write closure property not true under division. Understand? Closure property is not true under division. Okay, our second property is commutative property. For commutative property also we are going to take any any two integers. If A comma B, any two integers, then A divided by B is not equal to B divided by A. If A comma B be any two integers, then A divided by B is not equal to B divided by A. Okay, this is our condition. If A comma B be any two integers, then A divided by B is not equal to B divided by A. We can see one example. Value for A is 10, value for B is minus 5. What is our condition? A divided by B is not equal to B divided by A. First we are going to find A divided by B. A divided by B. What is the value for A? Value for A is 10. Value for B is minus 5. So we can divide. So 1 5 is 5. 2 5s are 10. So what is the answer? When you are dividing positive integer by a negative integer, finally the answer is positive or negative. When you are dividing positive integer by a negative integer, our answer is negative. So minus 2. Next we are going to find B divided by A. So value for B is minus 5 divided by 10. Can you able to divide? Can you able to divide this number? Can you able to divide 10? Can you able to divide 5 in 10 table? Can you able to divide? No. So it is minus 5 by 10. Whether both answers are same, A divided by B and B divided by A. This minus 2 and minus 5 by 10 are same. Whether both the numbers are same, minus 2 and minus 5 by 10. Whether both the numbers are same. Tell? It is not same. So A divided by B is not equal to B divided by A. A divided by B is not equal to B divided by A. So commutative property is not true under division. Commutative property is not true under division. Commutative property is not true under division. This is our second property here. If we need to take any two integers, that is A comma B be any two integers, then we need to prove A divided by B is not equal to B divided by A. First we have founded for A divided by B. So value for A is 10, value for B is minus 5. When you are dividing both the numbers, the final answer is minus 2. Okay, next b divided by a. So minus 5 by 10 we can't able to divide b. It is a fraction. Okay, now check both the answers are same. For the first step we have get the answer minus 2. Here minus 5 by 10. Whether both the answers same, the answers are not same. So commutative property is not true under division. Understand? Okay students, our third property is associative property. For associative property we are going to take any three integers. Okay, for associative property we need to take any three integers. So if a comma b comma c b any three integers, then a divided by b divided by c is not equal to a divided by b divided by c. Okay, if a comma b comma c be any three integers, then a divided by b divided by c is not equal to a divided by b divided by c. You can see one example. Value for a is 8, value for b 4, value for c is 2. Okay, we are going to substitute all the values in the above condition and we are going to prove whether it is equal or not. Okay, so this is the left hand side. This is the left hand side. This one is the right hand side. What is the left hand side? That is LHS. What is the term in the left side? That is a divided by b divided by c. First we are going to find the answer for the left side term. This is the left side term, a divided by b divided by c. So 8 divided by 4, a divided by b. So value for a is 8, value for b is 4. A divided by b, 8 divided by 4 divided by 2. Okay, 8 divided by 4 divided by 2. First divide these two numbers, that is 8 by 4 divided by 2. Okay, first divide the first two numbers. When you are dividing, what is the answer? 1 4 is 4, 2 4s are 8. So our answer is 2, right? So write the remaining number divided by 2. Okay, 2 divided by 2. Again divide 2 by 2. 2 by 2. What is the answer? 2 by 2. We can cancel the 2 tables, right? 1 2 is 2. 1 2 is 2. So our answer is 1. Okay, so our answer is 1. For the left side we get the answer 1. A divided by b divided by c is equal to, value for a is 8, 8 divided by value for b is 4 divided by value for c is 2. So first divide the first two numbers, that is 8 divided by 4. So we can write it as 8 by 4. 1 4 is 4. 2 4s are 8 divided by 2. So our answer is 2 divided by 2. Then finally divide these two numbers, 2 by 2. So 1 2 is 2, 1 2 is 2. So our answer is 1. We got the answer for left side is 1. Next we are going to solve the right side term. Okay, right side term, that is a divided by b divided by c. This is the right side term, that is RHS. Okay, that is the RHS sign. RHS side, a divided by b divided by c. What's the value for a? What is the value for a? Value for a is 8 divided by, value for b is 4 divided by 2. Okay, 8 divided by 4 divided by 2. So first divide these two numbers, that is 8 divided by 4 divided by 2, that is 4 by 2. 4 by 2. So 8 divided by, we can cancel by 2 table, right? We can cancel by 2 table, right? So 1 2 is 2, 2 2s are 4. So our answer is 2. So 8 divided by 2, again divide the numbers. 1 2 is 2, 4 2s are 8. So our answer is 4. So RHS, we are getting the answer 4. 8 divided by b divided by c is equal to 4. For the left LHS side, what we get the answer? 1. A divided by b divided by C. Whether 1 and minus 4 are same, whether 1 and minus 4 are same, it is not same. 1 is not equal to 4. So LHS is not equal to RHS. So A divided by B divided by C is not equal to A divided by B divided by C. Okay, A divided by B divided by C is not equal to A divided by B divided by C. So associative property is not true under division. Associative property is not true under division. Associative property is not true under division. Have you all understand? Have you all understand what we have learned today? First, we have learned the rules of division. Then second, we have learned properties. Under the properties, totally how many properties we have learned? Total 3 properties. The first property is closure property. The second one is commutative property, and third one is associative property. Okay, copy all the notes in your classwork note. Okay, I will give the notes and homework in the WhatsApp group. Follow the notes and homework. Okay, thank you all. Thank you. We can meet in the next class. Thank you.